It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. We want to thank you for joining us this beautiful Thursday.
It is.
It was beautiful when I came in this morning.
It was foggy when I came in again.
It was?
It's been like foggy every morning, though.
Well, you leave at like 4:30.
Yeah, before the birds get up.
He's here like 2 hours before we start the show.
I get up at 3:30 every morning.
I don't know.
That's my routine.
Nope, couldn't do it. But you go to bed at like 8?
I wish.
10?
I wish. I try to be in bed by 10.
By 10, me too.
That's my goal.
It seems like if I go to bed at 11 or 12 now, it's like I have a hangover the next morning. Does that mean you're getting old?
Doesn't mean I go to sleep, but I go to bed by
Well, true.
By 10.
Might scroll a little bit, watch a little TV.
I've had a sleeping disorder since I was a kid. So got to take stuff and then kind of let things relax a little bit.
I didn't know that. Well, I don't have a sleeping disorder. I guess I just stress and then my mind races.
And it wasn't a big deal because your body gets used to it. So you get a couple hours sleep a night, you kind of get used to it. But then I started getting stress fractures in my feet. I'd wake up in the morning, my foot just couldn't walk on it, go into the doctor's, crack from one end to the other.
How do you get stress fractures laying down?
They call them soldier fractures. They're basically your bones recoup while you sleep.
Okay.
When everything else starts slowing down.
You
don't, a lot of soldiers, when they were at war, would get them because they're constantly, everything you put on those bones throughout the day would just be compounded because it never have time to recoup.
Right.
So I was kind of in the same boat.
That makes sense. Like working out, you're tearing the muscles, and you need a day for them to heal.
Yep.
Right.
So they used to put me in those. I wore a lot of those boots, those big old awkward boot things.
You learn something new every day. I did not know that. I didn't even think about that.
You never know what you're going to learn here.
I know, right? Hey, there's probably people out there watching that didn't know that either. The bones in your feet recoup while you sleep.
Your bones too.
How about that?
At least that's what the doc says.
Right.
So I'm assuming they're right.
Right. They probably don't have to recoup much if you sit in the cubicle all day, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, your butt needs to recoup.
There you go. You got a bone back there.
Yeah. There's at least one, right?
We got a show to do.
Thank you for joining us. We like to start the morning show off with...
Not like that.
Okay.
No.
With the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee, and we appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. And with that, let's do the morning prayer.
All right.
Dear Lord, please watch over the addicted, the mental health challenge. People have problems and they need to see the right people. We hope that they get to the right people. Just, stand beside them, put your hand on their shoulder, let them know that you're there, that try to comfort them. Addiction is a huge problem in this country. Drugs piling in over the border. We just watch over our nation as this problem continues to get worse, and we hope that you're there in those people's times in need because it's a serious problem. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. The morning prayer is brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, it's good to have a plan in place, so you can give them a call, 870-425-2161. And talk about pre-needs. If you don't have a plan in place and something happens, it's a very stressful time for your family. It's good to already have everything set up.
Yep. And if you don't know where Roller Funeral Home is, you need to get out of your house more. But
and look for the big flag.
Yeah, Highway 5 North. Look for the biggest flag you've seen and biggest flag in town, and that's them.
Right there on the right, on the corner of Highway 5 North, about I'd say 1.5 miles outside of town.
Yeah, just before Kenny Baker Road.
Yeah. Give them a call, 870-425-2161, and ask them to set an appointment to talk about pre-need service.
There you go.
With that, let's watch this little commercial from Bob and Linda Zodora of the Z-Team. It's real good.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we...
The closing!
Don't you love that commercial?
I do. I think that's cute.
They are realtors you would recommend to a friend, and they chose wisely. I remember when she called me and she said, "Can I send this to you? I want you to see what it's like." And I watched it and I laughed through the whole thing. I'll see you in the car, and you don't want to be left behind.
You laugh because you've been there. Everybody's been there,
right? They do the least amount of possible.
Yes,
and
you don't people that do.
Yeah, you don't want that, and you won't get that with the Z team. They're going to take care of you from start to finish, and even contact you a little after. Yep. Just to check in on you, see how things are going, and it's also great for referrals. Because they do such a great job, they get a lot of referrals.
They do.
So that's the ultimate thank you to a salesperson, is that when you refer them to somebody else, and they get a lot of that. They get a lot of 5-star reviews about the job they've done, 98% satisfaction rating. Yeah.
And they make it look so easy. When you're the one trying to sell your home, they're taking care of everything. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is a breeze. You don't realize, and I refer to it like a duck on water, mm-hmm. where all you see is what's happening on the top. It's all nice and easy. You don't see the feet kicking underneath.
Yeah.
Which is
You're right about that. Because we tried to put our house up for sale a couple of years ago, and you have to be there at any time those people want to be there. Yeah. You have to have all of the answers to the many questions that I didn't even think of. And it's like, I'll have to get back to you on that because I don't know. And that's
on top of that, they pay attention to the person giving you the offer on that house. Mm-hmm. What's backing that.
Right.
Is this a solid? If this is not, this could change, or maybe this type of loan is going to require you to do this, this, and this. And those are things you wouldn't know that they know. I mean,
exactly.
They'll tell you, hey, this may be a couple dollars less, but you're more secure with this loan. It'll go through whatever. And before you, take your offer,
right,
they'll have you fully informed.
Yeah. So what we're saying is it's worth the fee.
Yes.
It's worth the fee. All right, let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net to see this shot of Cotter, Arkansas, and that is the horseshoe bend of the White River.
I'm going to switch cameras here just real quick because it's on a pretty cool shot.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That is cool.
That's the zoom-in camera there.
They are in Marion County looking into Baxter County. And this is the White River, and they are running 7 units. We'll talk about that a little later. I'll repeat it again, but it's a beautiful shot. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net of God's country.
That's one of my favorites right there.
And there's smoke.
On the water.
That's right. It's a beautiful shot brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net. You can find their listings, the MLS listings, and these beautiful shots. There's 2 cameras, one that the stationary one, this one here, and off to the right is Mountain Home, where we are. In the middle is Missouri, and to the left is Bull Shoals. And there's one that zooms into Missouri of Scooter Mountain. It's been a while since we've seen it.
Yes.
But
got to catch it at the right time.
You got to catch it at the right time. I love the shot. I love bringing it to you every day. It's beautiful. Beautiful country here in the Ozarks. And if you want to live here, then you don't, call Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team, 870-405-0793. They'll try to find you a view like this. Not exactly like this, but like it. They are also licensed here in Arkansas and Missouri. So if you find something just over the border, they can help you out. Now, what is it that they do there? What's it?
That's the train depot, but it also, they work with, I know a lot with Contractors Trust.
That's it, Contractors Trust.
They get a lot of their lumber and materials brought in through train.
Very nice. It's probably easier that way.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely. All right, let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. In Mountain Home, Arkansas, it's 63. Harrison is 60. Batesville at 65. Yellville at 64. Marshall at 63, Salem at 62, Mountain View at 63, Calico Rockets at 63, West Plains, Missouri at 62, Springfield at 61, Poplar Bluff at 62, and St. Louis at 58.
58,
they're
a
in the
cooler.
50s. Very nice. National Weather Radar. And click this play button. Looks pretty good over the entirety of the country. Down in Florida, you've got some activity in the northern part. Some in the Panhandle, it looks like they're going to get later on in the afternoon. Arkansas, Missouri looks pretty good, and the rest of the country looks pretty good.
California looks like it's got one starting to come up.
That's Baja. Little... That's not even part of the country. I'm sorry.
Well, no, but it's coming up. It looks
right.
like.
David, the weatherman over here.
It's California. You just let it fall off.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh.
All right.
Okay. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you look as it starts to accumulate across Baja and parts of Mexico. That could roll into here. We get that right there. This thing likes to freeze up. Never mind. We ain't gonna show it to you. But across Arkansas and Missouri, it's absolutely beautiful. It was beautiful this morning on the way to work, so I don't think we have any problems. The tropical outlook, it looks like Bermuda has a hurricane watch, so if you're in the Bermuda area, look out that it could get hairy.
Hairy, there's that word again.
Across the nation, there's red flag warnings across, let's see, Wyoming, Idaho, northern and western part of Washington, Oregon, and let's see, what's the excessive heat warning throughout California, southern part of Nevada.
Doing a good job of geography here.
I know, right? And then the dark green flood watch in parts of Nevada, Arizona.
That's the one you weren't worried about?
No. That's the tropical storm coming up. Let's see. Some of Texas has air quality alert. Dallas and Fort Worth. Oh, look at that. Now this one here, Kansas and Nebraska. I couldn't think of it. Nebraska have red flag warnings. 7-day forecast. Today is sunny. High of 83. Tonight is mostly clear. Low of 59. Friday is sunny. High of 83. Friday night partly cloudy. Low of 62. Saturday is mostly sunny, then a chance of thunderstorms at 30%, high of 83. Saturday night partly cloudy, low of 64. Sunday is partly sunny, then slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%, high of 80. Sunday night mostly clear, low of 56. Monday sunny, high of 78. So it looks like our weekend has a chance of thunderstorms, but not too much of a chance. So it's going to be nice though. Pollen count, tree pollen is at none. Grass today is moderate. Ragweed today is high. Tomorrow very high, and Saturday very high.
Ragweed's getting a lot of people.
Yes, it is. It doesn't get me so bad. But I still have to take something though for the other, because I don't believe that it's non-existent. There's still something there. Because I still have to take a pill. Norfolk Lake water level is at 555.38. Level is 3.38 above full pool. They are generating 2 as of yesterday. They hadn't updated it. The Micro Machine Man told us. That's me. He talks real fast. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 660.05. Level is 1 feet above full pool. They are generating 7 as of yesterday. And they still could today. So if you're going to be on the river, make sure and wear a life vest. Just safer than sorry, right?
There you go.
Safer than sorry. And that is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net to find their listings, the MLS listings, the beautiful shot of the White River, and a lot of other information. They have community information.
They got a lot on that website.
It's a great website.
Really great.
It's just recently revamped to make it more user-friendly.
Yes.
Yes. So with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. And in community news, I've never heard of this. I don't know if it's new. Miles and miles of yard sales. Have you heard of that?
Miles and miles.
Plan to shop or sell. This event draws a crowd. This year, the sales will run all down Highway 178 from Midway to Lakeview through Bull Shoals, Fairview to Flippin. Register with the Bull Shoals Lake White River Chamber if you would like to be put on the list. List is available for download and viewing on the website, on the Chamber's website for the Bull Shoals Lake White River.
Pretty cool idea.
Yeah, Facebook for event. Submit address to director@bullshoals.org. So I guess this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday, anybody that wants to do a yard sale between Midway to Flippin on 178, you can be put on a list.
Pretty cool.
I know, right? And I've got to work. But that would be to go to one to the other. You never know what little treasures you find at a yard sale, right?
And there are probably going to be a ton of them.
There's going to be a ton. All right, Knights of Columbus Paul Bunyan Breakfast. That'll be Saturday, September 10th. $8 for adults, $4 for children 12 and under. Takeout orders are available. That's at the St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church at 249 Dryer Street, Mountain Home. I have scrambled eggs, biscuits, gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee, and juice. All you care to eat brought to your table on china with silverware.
There you go.
Paul Bunyan Breakfast.
It's a good breakfast.
The Republican Rally is also September 10th, 2022 at the Baxter County Fairgrounds from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come meet with state, county, and district Republican candidates. Food and drinks available. And next month, October 1st, is the 17th Annual Veterans Appreciation Outreach Picnic. All veterans, active military, and their families are invited to celebrate with free food, beverages, camaraderie, and lots of door prizes. And this will be at the Arkansas State University in Mountain Home.
That has grown to be a big picnic.
Big picnic. Yeah,
that's awesome.
They had a few hundred last year, and I think it'll probably be bigger this year. That'll be at ASU Mountain Home. So if you're a veteran or an active service member, join them at ASU. The opening ceremony with the Star Spangled Banner performed by Leanne Jackson's at 11 a.m. 11 to 1 performance by the Katie Laney Project.
Awesome.
Food and fun and fellowship. It's going to be a good day. With that, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with Hillrey Adams, the Mountain Home Mayor.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Mayor Hillrey Adams of the City of Mountain Home. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, good morning. Glad to be here today. Beautiful morning outside so far.
It is wonderful outside.
It's going to be another nice day, and from what I saw, it looks like we're going to have a pretty decent weekend.
I think so.
Slight chance of rain, not very much at all. We may see a little spray here or there, but it's going to be nice.
Did I see some low 60 temperatures?
Yes, you did.
That's feel pretty good for a change.
I like leaving for work with that.
Yeah, I don't mind some fall weather approaching. Not one bit after the summer.
To me, that's camping weather right there. That's when you want to be out camping.
It was camping and maybe good football weather too. We got a lot of it going on this weekend around here.
Right. They were about to go Friday to, where were you going?
We're going to Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood. Bombers going over Greenwood. That'll be another tough game for them in their schedule. And, we got Arkansas opening SEC play on the second week of the season in Fayetteville. So you can go over and see the Bombers Friday night and ease on up the hill Saturday and see another good game at 11 o'clock. So.
I may just do that. No.
I just gave you an idea.
It'd be wore out by then.
Yeah.
I would like to go see a Razorback game again. I haven't done that for about 3 years. I haven't been over there. Have y'all been lately?
I went last year. Some hadn't made it this year, and not above going this weekend. Hadn't decided yet, but make that decision between now and Saturday morning sometime.
See, my daughter's going to college over there, so I can go visit her, go to the game, kill 2 birds, 1 stone.
So that's that's how you get to the game. I'm coming to visit you.
Yes.
And we're going to go watch the game.
You want to go with me?
Right. Well, how's the City of Mountain Home doing?
Good. Before I forget it, while we're talking about things to do Saturday, we have a movie in the park.
Okay.
The youth center's putting on. That'll be down at Hickory Park Saturday night around 7:30, 8 o'clock range, somewhere in there. The youth center staff does this every year in the fall. And we're going to try to find a way to grow that some and maybe do it on a more frequent basis down there. We got such a good place down there at Hickory Park to use that stage and set up a movie screen and show a good show. So that's coming this Saturday night if you need something to do Saturday night. We ended the Baxter Summer Concert Series this past weekend down there.
That was in its 3rd season.
We just ended our 3rd season, had another good run, and already got some plans underway for next year when it comes back.
And Ricky will still be.
Yeah, probably so.
Doing it,
He's done it all 3 years so far, and so we'll be visiting. He and I talked yesterday, and we're already talking about some ideas for next year. And you want to keep something like that in order to make it grow and keep people coming to it. You got to always be adding something to it, kicking it up a notch. And so, movie in the park this Saturday night down there at Hickory. Come down. All you need is a lawn chair. Don't even need that. A blanket, or just sit on the ground if you want to. I understand the youth center staff will be providing the popcorn.
Oh, very good.
For the event that night, and make it a real movie for you down there. So
you don't have to pay $10 for the popcorn.
No, it'll be it'll be on the youth center staff that night.
Yeah.
But it's a great way to just let people get out and enjoy a beautiful evening out there, and in the park. We got that new playgrounds open up on top of the hill. Another great use of that park down there. So if you need something to do Saturday night, don't hesitate to get out. And
it's going to be beautiful. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 64.
Yeah, going to be an absolutely great evening to come in there.
Bring you a little blanket, that's going to be great.
Sit down there and bring all the little kids. And the youth center always picks out a good movie to show down there, for the kids, and bring them all down there and let them huddle up there in front of that stage and side of that hill and enjoy the Saturday evening.
That's excellent. Very nice.
As far as other stuff that's going on, we got an awful lot of water sewer projects, street projects going on as usual. We are working, the contractor is on that 62 East sewer expansion job, which is bringing sewer up
from County Road 28.
28 is bringing it all the way back to O'Reilly's. And they're working on that. That has been solid rock all the way. They've had to saw cut that, every piece of it. And but we're now past where we are with the new fire station.
Oh, you did get past that.
We're past that, and we're easing on up the hill towards Flashbacks and O'Reilly's now. And so, that project's underway to get sewer on that side of the road and service that new fire station for us. And then we've got street work. We're waiting on paving to start back over there on Dimitri and Luann and Cooper back there behind Carl Wayne's nursery, and that area back there, we've got all that ready for the asphalt and overlay on that.
Good deal.
And got that street job going up on Russell, up there north of the lab, and we'll be coming down to the lab. We're working our way south on that project there, so that's well underway up there. And then when you flip over to the park side, if you haven't been out to Keller Park, you need to go out there and watch a racquetball game one night. They're now playing on all the new turf fields.
So that's all good. That's all done.
That's done. We had the turf done in time for softball.
Yeah.
But we didn't have the lights done. Well, now we've got the lights up, and to see those new lights that are out there, those LED lights.
All LEDs,
Pretty neat looking park out there now.
And they don't take forever to warm up.
They don't.
To get,
when you hit that switch, they come on. And,
so
that is all up, and we've got street crews out there doing some concrete work for us, trying to finish up the area between the fields. And hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be out of Keller Park completely, other than some landscape work that's got to be done and
very good
stuff like that. And basically have Keller completely overhauled. We've already got crews working at Callista Willette, which is a baseball complex. Got all the demolition work basically done there, and they've got the one field we were turning around, and we've got that done. We've got all the backstop walls up. Have let the contracts for the netting company, and to come in and set the poles that'll hold the new backstop nets up. And then the turf contractor will be here October 1.
Okay.
And when they move on site, they're going to go through Callista Willette, and they will turf 5 fields up there while they're here. And then while they're doing that, then we'll still be finishing up the work outside the field.
Yeah. Now, you used the city employees to do the demo, so you didn't have to pay an outside contractor.
I used the parks, mainly parks employees.
Saved a lot of money doing that,
street guys helped a little bit on some of the bigger stuff that the parks guys couldn't do. And then we're using the street guys on the concrete work out there.
Right.
And the advantage to us doing that not only is saving the money that an outside contractor would charge us, but our guys work every day. And they're out there, and unless it's just a bad, super bad monsoon and flood rain, they're out there.
Yeah.
Where some of the contractors, if you get a inch rain in the morning,
they're not.
They stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
And
pushes the project back.
It does, and causes us a lot of delays. So we can keep things moving a lot better by using our own forces who are out there every day. And they're going to work. And very proud of the work that the street department guys. We've had some help from the water department out there. We had some lines we had to relocate, water lines, to get water where we could do the irrigation changes that need to be made. And so there's been a lot of people from across the city helping doing that. It's helped us on our timeline, but it's also helped us on saving some money that we need to save.
That's the biggie, because you can put that into something else.
We can put that into something else, and that something else is going to be that big project, that community center.
Right.
Last week I spent a day in Little Rock, and our construction manager spent 2 days down there, and we're fine-tuning the plans for that facility. And we've got a site plan that is just real close to ready. You're probably going to see us start some road work out there before the first of the month.
Excellent.
We've got to build a road to get up to where the actual spot's going to be, and we've got to build a way to get across that creek that we're going to cross.
Excellent. Let's touch on that a little more after we come back after the break. Yeah. It's 7:31. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with Mayor Hillrey Adams.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Mayor Hillrey Adams, the City of Mountain Home, and you have a lot of projects in the works in the community center. We were just speaking about that you might break ground at the beginning of next year.
Well, that's the plan right now. We should start some work out there by the first of the month to get a road and get an access road in to the actual site where the building will be built. We've got a lot of work to do to get up to that.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be starting that. The goal is right now by the first of the month and get us all the access we need so that come early next year, January or February is a target, that we'll be able to start the actual work to get that building going out there. And that's going to be, once we get to that point, we're looking at about 2 years.
Yeah.
Before we can use that facility right there.
It's going to be great, though.
A lot of things can change along the way.
Sure.
But, that's a pretty aggressive plan right there to be able to do that. And hopefully we can. I think we've got a very solid contractor that has the ability to make that happen for us right there.
Very good.
And so
I think it's a welcome addition to the to the city of Mountain Home.
That's something that's going to be a huge hit here. I was in Batesville again. I took our new parks director, Dan Baxley, down there. He had never seen the one in Batesville. He had driven by it, but he had never walked through it.
Yeah.
And we went down there again the other day and went through that, and it was just amazing. Here it is, the week before school started, all the different events and activities that they sat down and told us about that are going on in there this fall.
Yeah.
You know, and it's anything from wrestling matches on Saturday night to, you know, trade shows to swim meets to, you know, corporate meetings in there.
Right. You got businesses
like
coming in having, yeah.
So, you know, it's just going to be something that will not only serve the people of Mountain Home and Baxter County, but it's going to draw people here.
It is, and bring in revenue.
Bring people here for various things, you know. This past year, we've had 2 separate groups. The Arkansas Parks and Tourism Commission held a meeting here, and then most recently, the Arkansas Economic Development Commission held a meeting here in Mountain Home. So when we get something like this built, it's just going to give us more opportunities to bring those type of associations from around the state here, which will give us exposure to the rest of Arkansas when we can do that.
And they come in and stay at our hotels and eat at our restaurants and shop in our stores, boutiques, all those places. That brings in tax revenue. That puts money in the pocket of small business. It's
it's a great thing to have in a community that we so desperately need. And I'm just very proud to have been a part of it and to try to get that thing going. I tell the contractor and the engineer firm every time I talk to them, we need to be out there today. We need to be out there today. Let's go get a shovel.
Right. I'm ready.
There's not anybody any more ready for it than I am. But, you know, these things take a while.
Yeah.
And you don't do them very often either. So you want to make sure you got it right.
Right.
And that you've got all the kinks worked out. And once you're ready to go, you're ready to go. You know, so that's what we're working through right now.
Very good. Well, and it wasn't just the community center. You were talking about redoing pretty much all the parks. I had to write it down because Callista, Willett, Keller, Hickory, Cooper, and the LC Salmons Youth Center is going to get an update.
LC is going to get an update after we finish the community center and the playground at Cooper Park.
At Cooper, yeah. And the Hickory Park was just done.
Yeah, it's already done.
And
so
it's,
we're finished there.
All-inclusive playground.
You know, by doing these upgrades, we've been talking to a group for a couple of years, and I know there's a lot of people around here that travel to play baseball.
Right.
You know, they're always going somewhere. Well, we've had a group that we've been talking to for a couple years now, and we're not gonna. I won't tell you anything today other than we have a tentative agreement with a group to start bringing baseball tournaments to Mountain Home next year and utilizing those new fields. And as soon as we get that agreement formally approved, then you're going to see a lot of activity next summer in the baseball parks out there that we haven't seen before.
That's great.
Around here. And, you know, again, it wouldn't be possible without the improvements we've made to those fields, turfing them. And for anyone who has never been around turf, what that does for you is it lets you play regardless of the weather.
Right.
Unless it's lightning and you have to close the game down. And, you know, I know Scooter's been real involved, like with the football around here. You know, when you got a turf game, you can play.
Right.
There have been some times on the wet fields where it just got so sloppy and stuff that you basically, you know, it might not even be able to have a game when it could really
kind of ruin a game.
But, you know, when these people come to town for these tournaments, and you got a turf complex, and they know that if it rains 2 inches the middle of the morning on Saturday, within 30 minutes they're going to be back to playing baseball.
Exactly.
They're going to come here.
That's exactly right.
And the same will be true for softball and stuff like that. And
yeah, because a couple of Cannons baseball games got canceled because of the rain.
And, you know, this eliminates that right there. And I know years ago my son's be 28 this fall. When he played those type of sports, I remember one time we drove to South Haven, Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
We played in a baseball tournament, and we sat there for an hour. At one time, the field looked like just a glazed-over pond out there, just a lot of water on it. And 30 minutes after the rain quit, guess what? We were playing baseball that night.
Right.
You know, that stuff gets out of there, and it works great. And we didn't have a wasted trip to South Haven, Mississippi that night. So,
definitely a worthy investment for us to do.
It is, and it's one that's going to last a long time.
Right.
It's going to continue year after year to bring that type of event to Mountain Home.
Yeah, it's going to repay us over and over again.
No doubt. And when this fall, we've got an event coming. Last year in October, we had a NICA mountain bike race here.
Yeah,
okay.
I remember that.
That's coming back. I believe it's October the 15th. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but it's a weekend of the 15th or 16th, I believe. And that'll be here on Saturday and Sunday, and it'll be held at Callista Willette at that mountain bike trail and pump trail we've got out there. Last year, the first time they had one in Mountain Home, we had 500 bikers registered.
Wow.
There were over
How did I not even notice that?
There were over 1,500 people in Callista Willette Park.
Yeah.
We had campers set up out there all weekend. That's coming back in October of this year, and we really appreciate the NICA organization. There's two young guys here in town that are very involved with that, and we actually have a mountain bike club at Mountain Home High School. I believe it's called the Sharks, I think is what their name is.
Yeah.
And that's Brandon Cooper and Garrett Rucker over at the high school that have gotten this club organized and started, and they helped build the trail, made the trail possible for us, and now are bringing these events to town. And I'll tell you something about that mountain bike group and that NICA event. They may be some of the cleanest and take care of the place better than any bunch of people I've ever been around.
Yeah, mountain bikers are all about nature.
They are. And when they left that park last year, before they had their trophy presentation, there was zero evidence they had even been in there.
That's excellent.
And, I really appreciate those type groups. But what we need to, as a community, remember, there were organizations out there last year in mountain bike clubs from all over the state of Arkansas. I talked to people from Bentonville. I talked to people in Jonesboro, El Dorado, Hot Springs, all around Little Rock. Everywhere was here for that event. And when those folks are here, they were staying in the hotels, they were staying in the resorts on the river, the lake, they were staying in Airbnbs, they were down at the local restaurants eating, they were going to have breakfast here in town before the event and stuff, and they're coming back this year in October, and we need to really roll out the red carpet for that group of people.
That's great.
When they roll in October with that event right there. You've got another big event coming up September 17th down on the square. ARK, A-R-K.
Okay.
Oktoberfest. And that's an event that's been sponsored by Raps Barron. It's to benefit the Backpack for Kids program. 100% of the proceeds of that event will go to the Backpack for Kids. And Raps has got that organized. It's going to be a true German type festival. They're going to have yodeling contests. In case either one of y'all would like
You're
to
going
get
to be
into
there
that.
for that, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's that instrument? Accordion?
Accordion, yeah.
They've got some of those going to be down there. Doodling
cool.
accordions. They're going to have some different games for kids set up. We'll actually have Baker Street and part of 6th and 7th closed.
Yeah.
But Raps has brought in brewers from all over the state of Arkansas. There are going to be several brewing companies there besides them. And there'll be an admission fee to get into the roped off area for that. And those proceeds go to that backpack program.
Very good.
And so we appreciate the work Raps has done and those people involved in that and bringing that event downtown.
Yeah. And Raps, if people don't know, Raps is downtown Mountain Home, but it's also called the District. It's the first entertainment district in Arkansas.
And first one. And so They've got that's the weekend of September 17th. It's on Saturday afternoon.
Very good.
And pretty excited to see that. And those guys have done a great job organizing that and getting that event put together. And it's going to be a pretty big weekend downtown Mountain Home.
You've been practicing your yodeling, getting ready?
I know. I'm going to play the accordion.
Yeah. Well, I know you got to leave. You got to leave early today, but if you got another minute, I did have one question.
Lay it on me.
I was going to ask.
I'll answer next month when I come back.
This is your first term. You're 4 years in, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be, and I've noticed that you didn't keep the status quo. You kind of shake things up, moving the city of Mountain Home forward with the entertainment district, with all the changes that you're doing to the parks, bringing the community center. You've really done a lot. Now, I went back and looked and seen that you have applied for so many grants that accumulation was almost $600,000 in grants that you brought to Mountain Home, Arkansas. And so I wanted to know what is your most proud accomplishment so far? I mean, you've done so much.
Well, I appreciate that. It's been a very, very fun 4 years, and I'll say this, we're not done. We still got a lot more.
Oh, no, I can tell you're not done.
You know, there's not a day I hadn't enjoyed getting to do what I do to serve this community, but I'll have to say probably the thing that I'm satisfied with the most right now, we had never had a permanent source of revenue for our park system. And you have to have a good park system in a community if you're going to grow and have something. You know, everybody complains about there's nothing to do. Well, you got to have money to do that, and we've got the way to do that. And I think whether you were for or against the project, you're going to look at it in 3 to 5 years from now when it's completely done, every bit of it, and you're going to say that was a good thing to happen to Mountain Home.
I believe that.
I hope that's something that's going to last this community for many, many years. You know, having that type system and that quality of life here, it helps the hospital recruit doctors.
Exactly.
And staff. It helps Baxter Healthcare draw employees and staff. It helps the school system, the college bring people to town. You have to have a good quality of life, and I think that Parks project, I would have to say right now, is probably something that, you know, I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
The entertainment district and stuff downtown, I remember the night that we passed that there was a gentleman that was a very vocal for it, you know, he wanted to see it happen.
Right.
Proponent of it. He came up to me and he said, we won't live long enough to see the benefit of this to downtown. And he's probably right.
Yeah.
You know, because he was an older guy than I am.
Yeah.
But the idea was to create a destination point. And it's amazing to go downtown and sit down there at Rapture or somewhere.
Yeah, they've been very successful down there.
And you see the people that aren't from Mountain Home. And, you know, I'm guilty of walking around in there at times and talking to people and just asking the questions, you know.
Yeah.
And I've met folks in there from Fayetteville that were out here playing at Big Creek at a golf tournament, to people that were down on the river fishing. They just wanted something to do. And, you know, to try to continue to see that grow.
Right.
And have it a place where there's something to do, that quality of life improvement is something we have to have, because if we don't, the community will fade away.
True.
Right there.
And it seemed like for many years it stayed stagnant. And then you come along and shook it up.
Well, I just grabbed a tree and hung on, and I had a lot of other people help shaking. There's been so many people in this 4 years from, you know, we started that farmers market project. Could not have done that without the help of the food bank.
Yeah.
No way could we have done that without their help. And they've done a great job with changing the farmers market, and we're still working very hard to try to get something built down there for a permanent open air type structure. Got a lot of stuff that we're working on to make that happen. But, you know, this community is full of people.
It is.
Who are given a project, they'll go to work and make it happen.
They will, and most definitely.
You just got to reach out to them and kind of get them all.
Yeah.
You know, moving a little bit.
That's right. Give them a little nudge.
That's basically all that's happened so far.
Yeah.
You know, you give them a project and they'll take off and go with it. So
they sure will.
I've been very satisfied with what has happened, but it's not anything like I told someone one day I hadn't actually done anything myself. It's just getting the right folks at the table at times, and we make things happen together.
That's right.
And it's all about teamwork.
That you're right about that, most definitely, and this town's great at that. Well, we appreciate you coming on. I kept you 5 minutes more.
That's right. We're in great shape. I appreciate the little change so we could get out here and get somewhere else this morning.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break, and Scooter and I will come back and figure out something to talk about. Thanks for coming on, Mayor.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Mayor had to leave a little early. He had a meeting to go to, but he did forget to mention one thing.
He did.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is that the ASU Mountain Home Trailblazers will be having a scrimmage game at the Lester Whitefield at 1 p.m.
Whoop, whoop.
Now, he said who they were playing. It was Yep, it's gone.
Yeah, they went. but they're playing.
Yeah, that would be interesting. If you don't have anything to do, I mean, unfortunately we'll have to be at work, but that would be cool to see the Trailblazers. I guess you said that they've played a game.
I don't know if it was scrimmages or something, but I know that they've done something.
Yeah. But it'd be neat to see how they're shaping up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first year for them to have sports at
and
ASU
I think that's awesome. And that's just going to open the door for other sports. It really will.
It really will.
I think you'll start seeing a change in that.
Yep. And you know, it's funny because I have my ASU Mountain Home Cup today.
That's a nice cup.
Isn't it?
That is a nice
They got
cup.
swag.
They got swag.
They got swag. When Christy Kern came on the last time, she's like, I forgot to mention all the swag that we have. Well, this is one of them, this cute little cup.
I need to holler at her to bring me another hat.
Another hat?
Christy Kern, if you're listening,
yes,
I need a hat, ASU hat.
Now, what does it have? Just ASU on it, or is it Trailblazers?
No, it's just ASU.
Just ASU? Mm-hmm. I'm sure they probably got a Trailblazers with that cool
they
logo of the owl.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when I was going to college, when they were asking people to draw the logo of the owl, and at the time, Mindy Fulcher was my teacher. She knew not to come ask me because I hated using Adobe Illustrator to create logos. So she didn't even ask me. But I was in school at the time, and it was one of the students that came up with that logo. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. But isn't that cool?
That's cool.
One of their own students created that logo.
That's awesome.
I know, right? ASU Mountain Home.
I just think it's cool to see them adding sports and growing. Everything's growing in town.
It is. And that's because
awesome.
of forward-thinking people. Mm-hmm. You can't stay the same, or else people will start moving away because there's nothing to do here. Now, when some say there's nothing to do here, that means maybe you're not an outdoorsy type, because we do have the lakes and rivers, and I really enjoy going on the lakes and rivers. Now, when autumn comes, it's great for camping weather, but you're not really going to be in the water when it gets colder. Yeah. So these other things that they're doing, the entertainment district downtown, having places to go where you can be warm during the wintertime, that's a good thing. The community center is only going to expand on the good things that you can do. During
the summer, there's just so much that goes on. Not just the entertainment district, but you got the concerts,
right?
At the park, you got the movie at the park at the youth center. There's just so many different things.
Yeah.
You guys, if you haven't been out to see some of the parks, you need to get out there.
Definitely go to Hickory Park and see that new all-inclusive playground that they have. I had to meet Carla and Cannon there, and it's impressive. I mean, it was money well spent, because anybody can go and play there.
I drove by. I have not walked in there and went up to it yet.
You need to stop.
I need to do that.
Yep. I didn't
Usually
realize.
I'm over at Cooper Park.
Yeah.
And I know it's eventually going to get a facelift.
It
will. We just had a big thing there for girls wrestling over there. We used one of their pavilions, grilled out, and just kind of hung out and had a good time. So I use the parks. I like the parks.
Yeah. Now they'll be getting a what do they call it? Splash pad there, won't they?
Yes.
They'll be changing the pool area.
That's from my understanding.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do once the other one's built.
Mm-hmm. Yep. New playground, the splash pad, the LC7 Youth Center is going to get a facelift and new features to it. And it's been needed. That's been there for quite a while and hasn't been touched for years. And
the only downside to all this is a couple of years out.
It's
kind of one of them things where it passes. Okay, I want it done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
if you think about that, I mean, in 2 to 3 years, everything will be done, and time flies. Look, we're almost to 2023. Yeah. And it feels like yesterday that it was March of 2020, and they were talking about the coronavirus coming to the States, and we were like, "What?"
Time's what I mean? Fun when you're having flies.
We have about a minute left. What else you got?
That was it. That was my punch.
No. Time flies when you fly.
We do got about a minute left.
How'd you say that again?
Time's fun when you're having flies.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. Well, we do appreciate you watching the morning show here on XL7-TV. We appreciate the mayor and all that he has done for our community. We look forward to another 4 years with him. He's not running opposed, is he? I mean,
don't know.
I should have looked at that. It doesn't matter. He's going to win because he's done a lot for Mountain Home, and I appreciate him for that. He's forward thinking, the entertainment district, all the parks, the community center.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, in about 10 seconds, there was $307,000 grant that he got, $98,000 grant, $225,000 grant. This is money that was given to us. It didn't cost us, right? That's great. We appreciate that. Thank you for watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald and sports. All things Bombers, right?
All things Bombers. We also got the real estate update tomorrow.
That's right. The real estate update. All right. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.